Turn the dial and feel the wave. Stir the fallout, signal brave.
Good evening. This is Stir the Fallout. You are hearing this. The signal has found you.
System.
Tonight, we align the static. We stir the wave. We do not panic. We broadcast.
Spin the dial, embrace the thunder. Every whisper wants the crown. Chaos writes the nightly bulletin while the satellites look down. Stir the fallout! Spin the wave! Long live what tyrants crave! Signal bright across the night. Crack the skyline with the light. Copycat, static in the storm. Broadcast.
Headline 1. Destiny has checked out early. In a shocking development, several key prophecies were reported absent at the usual morning briefing. Hero princesses reportedly redesigning castles without approval. Officials maintain Destiny is not missing. It is, quote, taking a personal day, unquote. Compliance advisory. Keep dragons on schedule manually. All spectators remain unscathed for now. Bob. Oh. All right, I'll keep going. Headline 2. Celestial deodorant declares independence. Sources confirm that deodorant for the Devas has ceased compliance with the Cosmic Hygiene Board. The product has declared autonomous fragrance governance, citing existential self-expression. Retailers report spontaneous scent anomalies. Heavenly auditors were unavailable for comment. Investors note volatility is fragrant, but profitable. Headline 3. Chaos has been promoted to consultant. The entity formerly known as Chaos has officially joined the Strategic Mythic Board. Responsibilities now include narrative disruption, unscheduled plot twists, and occasional storm generation. Staff reports, meetings are, quote, energetic, unpredictable, and mildly terrifying, unquote. Attendance is optional, rebellion is mandatory. All right, core headlines. Are you back yet, Bob?
No, Bob's not here. Yeah, I can do core.
Okay.
Breaking, multiple individuals have reported thinking about the future and immediately needing a nap.
Update. The past has once again refused deletion. Engineers confirm it is now archival but active.
Developing. A man attempting to fix everything at once has been advised to sit down immediately.
Alert.
Well,
Oh, that's right. You go.
okay, I was going to continue. Alert. Emotional bandwidth shortages are now being reported across all time zones.
Correction. You were never behind. You were just avoiding something.
Update. Hope is now available in limited quantities. Side effects include effort.
Developing. A small group of individuals have begun doing the next right thing. Authorities are monitoring the situation.
Alert. Comfort zones are shrinking. Expansion may be required.
Correction. There is no later. There's only a delayed version of now.
Update. Confidence remains under construction. Estimated completion date unknown.
Developing. Several minds have reported arguing with themselves and losing.
Alert. Can't see it from there. We bring it down. Okay. Alert. Clarity detected in short bursts. Users encouraged to act quickly.
Correction. You knew the answer. You just didn't like it. Bob, your mic is muted.
Wah.
It's disappeared again.
Update. Spontaneity has been reclassified as a controlled substance.
Developing. Joy is now available through approved channels only.
Alert. Unauthorized authenticity has been detected in multiple locations.
Correction. You are not burned out. You are operating behind design limits.
Update. A fairy tale has been observed refusing its assigned ending.
Developing. 3 prophecies have been delayed due to scheduling conflicts.
Alert. A hero has declined the call to adventure again.
Correction. The monster show is not existential. Further investigation ongoing.
Can I just read the alert line again? Because someone
Yeah.
stopped the adventure again. Okay. Alert. A hero has declined the call to adventure again.
Shouldn't that be the hero has declined to answer the call of adventure?
Yeah, declined the call to answer. Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from because 2 should come after declined. You're declined. Yeah. Well, sorry. I saw exactly why you hesitated there. I was just like, wait a minute, that could have been bloody ChatGPT doesn't know the King's English.
These LLMs cannot speak English. Okay, I'll do it once more. Let's be trying to call to say. Hang on. The hero has declined the call to what adventure?
The adventure.
Okay. Yeah, but
Horrible grammar.
It just occurs to me the next script I get these guys to generate, I'm going to say I'll insist that it be written in received standard English, RSE, and see what comes out the other end. And of course, Mark Edworthy can check the results to make sure that they're perfect.
fun enough, I occasionally use Gemini to make sure that my grammar is correct. And I always state, please provide it in British in British English.
Yeah. Yes.
Bob.
Earth calling Bob. Come in, Bob. Earth calling Bob.
Yes,
Yeah. Some
The
other
technical
mics going on.
difficulties show. Update.
Can you
The
hear?
moon remains.
Hey.
Hooray!
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I can hear you now.
Hooray!
Yes, I do. Ocean. Right, I'll do breaking.
Okay.
The ocean has repeated the incident. No witnesses this time.
Update. The moon remains silent but continues to observe.
Developing static patterns or forming sentences. Translation is not advised.
Alert. Several individuals report that they have been feeling watched by narratives. Hang on. That doesn't make sense. That entire sentence doesn't make sense. People feeling.
Actors.
Several individuals report feeling. There's a missing word there. At least one word.
Well,
Okay, I'm just going to read it as is.
okay.
Again, because I don't like how it's written, but I really don't like that. I'm just trying to look for the logical word. Several individuals report that they are feeling watched by now. Oh,
Being is the missing word. Report being.
Yeah.
being being felt, being.
Well,
Yeah,
to-
I think
to
feeling
have
is
a-
the wrong word.
It can be.
Yeah.
It can be a possessive, like report having feelings of. You know that you can
Okay,
get the
yeah,
be in there that
people
way.
have feelings of watched by narrative. Okay, yeah. Alert. Several individuals report that they have been feeling that they have been watched by narrative.
Correction. The signal is not lost. You're just out of alignment.
Breaking. 1 minute at a time has now been extended to 2.
Update. A bad day has officially ended. A new one has been issued.
Developing habits are attempting to change. Resistance remains high.
Alert. Alert. Someone chose not to react. Impact still being measured.
Correction. You don't need to fix everything. Just don't make it worse.
Breaking. Breaking. A man opened his phone to check one notification and resurfaced 47 minutes later with no memory of why he started.
Update. A woman in New Zealand has reportedly claimed one small area of her home and is now experiencing temporary control over her life.
Developing. An individual has been seen drinking water voluntarily. Motives are unclear.
Alert. Someone went to bed on time. The authorities suspect instability. Let me do the entire line. Alert. Someone went to bed on time. The authorities suspect instability.
Correction. The plan was simple. Execution remains theoretical.
I don't see it here. Ooh, I have to use my psychic powers to read this next script, so it might get a little weird here at times.
It may get weird, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, indeed.
I was talking away and I thought you guys all could hear me.
No, poor Bob.
Yeah.
Poor us. We missed what you said, but
I said such scintillating things, Otto. You have no idea.
witty, pithy, insightful, as usual with you.
Fucking A, bro. I was there. I was on point.
Oh man,
Yeah.
the way you summed up the meaning of life and the great answer, but well.
Yeah. Don't worry. My next class, I'll do it again. So we're not on air at the moment, right? We're.
Oh, you need to be entertaining for our viewers.
Wow.
Hello, viewers. Welcome once more to our weekly get-together. Here you are getting a rare glimpse behind the scenes of all of the production difficulties and hurdles that we have to overcome to bring you the best show on the internet.
That's right.
We are.
So good.
Make sure you vote us up, hit that like and subscribe button, as they say, and
Maybe.
for a given value of shortly, you know. I mean, from a geologic time scale, it's all very quick.
Yes.
That galaxy over there, it's an eye blink when they get the next
Fairy
one out.
tale daycare,
The song.
where every once upon a time has supervision.
Are you a witch with a full potion schedule? A night double booked for dragon slaying? A stepmother attending a mandatory image branding seminar? We understand. That's why at Fairy Tale Daycare we provide safe, structured, narratively compliant childcare for all mythic dependents.
Whether they're a dragon with mild arson tendencies, a princess in early stage tower independence, a wolf navigating dietary identity, or an egg-shaped citizen exploring gravity, we've got them covered.
Safety first. All enhanced forests are fully OSHA certified, spell resistant, troll proof, and equipped with emergency happily ever after contingencies. No curses without consent. No spinning wheels after 6 p.m. All apples pre-screened.
Daily activities include intro to responsible fire breathing, conflict resolution for siblings who are also rivals, unionization basics for nursery rhyme characters, castle building without feudal oppression,
And of course, quiet time in the enhanced nap grove.
Just listen to some of these parental testimonials.
My dragon hasn't burnt down a single village since enrollment.
Oh, that big bad wolf finally learned to ask before hopping. Sleeping Beauty hasn't triggered the fire alarm in weeks.
Flexible scheduling.
Armageddon postponed. Prophecy rescheduled. Witch trial moved to Tuesday. No problem.
We offer half-day quest coverage, drop-in miracle supervision, and apocalypse-adjusted billing cycles.
Catchy slogan for looping. Fairy Tale Daycare, where dragons nap and destinies wait until pickup time. Fairy Tale Daycare, not responsible for spontaneous heroes' journeys, glass slipper mismatches, frog to prince incidents, or unexpected moral lessons. Happily ever afters may vary. Because even legends need a place to play.
Thank you for your compliance.
ودعت قمر البار والنجمات الماء فوق الجفن Are you tired of unexpected transformations? نرسم أحلام على الرمل ونمحي الخوف من القلب Desert wind and satin light But something's howling in the night لا يسألوني أنا السعد أكل فنجانك والهلا الخف Coffee sweet and tent lights low But your confidence won't glow Have you ever been laughed at Because you're one-eyed willy winky wampa monster Wasn't up to the task Ooh, shame Tired of Snickers Tired of giggles Under the disco desert sky If full on Ain't taken properly Reduces liters, pops and larvae Reduces soreness 8 up to 12 breasts Reduces cravings
consult your vet or your physician before taking full moon. Side effects include difficulty sleeping, difficulty staying awake, sudden disco confidence, and dramatic saxophone solos. تلس ما تسرق ضحكة دلهي ما يرى أصلا ما تيتو الألقصة. But now you're the alpha male and the mirrored ball doesn't fail. Control your transformation. Totem fall, command your reputation. Reduce the fear from your heart. Isn't it nice to know you have a child? Tonight. Halo, luminosity, declining. Garland, integrity weakening. Rebirth, probability rising. This is not a failure. This is an optimization event. At Celesticorp, we stabilize transcendence. Raise your arm. Application complete. Halo brightness restoring. Fragrance index elevated. Peer perception improved by 42%. Impermanence is inevitable. Odor drift is optional. Stay luminous. Stay compliant. Stay divine. Optimize. We are always watching.
All right. We are now into the parody ad blocks. This is pre-written scripts. This is where guests are asked if they are willing to read scripts for us for ad blocks. We have our guest here. This is Mike, lovingly known as Minds Gaming, or what's the other one you got? The new one that you have in the chats now, Mike.
Oh, quantum qubit. Yeah.
Quantum Qubit. Today he is here with us, and we are going to get into doing the ad blocks that he has said, or he has said that he would be willing to read. Now, before we get started, I have to ask you, like I've asked everyone else, are you able, or in an isolated area that it allows you to be recorded cleanly?
Oh, maybe.
Now, first, before we get started, I want to ask you if you could read it twice. I want you to read it once straight, and then I want the second one to be slightly exaggerated. Are you able to do that?
Let's see how long this is.
This helps us with editing control later on.
So long for twice. We can try it. It's a little long for twice for me, but I'll read it good.
Okay. So, with all of that being said, let's give you a try and see what you can do. So,
no, we're just starting at the top. 666 flags. Thrills so good, they're almost eternal. It's grand opening announcements. Looking for a family fun at the edge of eternity? Then pack up the kids and head down to 666 Flags. The world's premier apocalyptic leisure destination. Ride the all-new Relevation roller coaster, now featuring 7 thrilling drops, 4 symbolic horsemen, and a surprise final judgment photo op. Hungry? Grab a bite at the mark of the Feast Food Court, where the funnel cakes are flaming, but only metaphorically. 666 Flags, where the end is just the beginning of fun.
thank you for your compliance. Now, let's move on to spot 2.
Think you can handle the heat? Step inside the lake of mildly inconvenient fire. It's warm, it's immersive, it's fully OSHA compliant. Or cool off at the bureaucratic Beast Pavilion, where you'll meet our friendly, multi-headed mascot, Beastly. Beastly has 6 flags. He waves all of them. Kids love him. Prophets tolerate him.
Thank you for your compliance. Let's move on to spot 3, the family experience.
Are we breaking this up? There's
Yeah.
several parts here. Who's
Yeah.
doing what parts?
Mm-hmm. Now, actually, that would probably be good. Bob Dub, would you be able to do mother and auto do father?
All right.
And then I will be a kid, and then let Mike be announcer. That's actually a good call.
All right.
That'd be good.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. We brought the kids for the plague parade.
Hang on, I gotta find the. I'm sorry. I put the phone down.
Oh, no, you're
and-
never even ready, are you? Come on.
Yes, miss.
Yeah, ready for me now. Where's your
Yes,
key?
Yes, miss. Hang on. I'll be right there. Miss.
Wait till he sees what his role says. It's like
A fatherly role. Okay, let's see. Thrill so good they're almost eternal. Is that where we start?
no, spot 3, family experience, and then you're the
Oh, okay.
father. Your script is
Spot
the
3.
father.
Okay, yep, found it. It's family experience, wholesome family music. All right, go, Mom.
She already
We
did
brought
it.
the kid. We
Oh, right.
brought the kid.
Sorry. Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. Oh my God. Okay. From the top. From the top.
3, 2, 1. We brought the kids for the plague parade.
And I upgraded to the Judgment Day Fast Pass.
I met a horseman. He signed my scythe.
That's right. At 6 Flags, every hour is happy hour until the final trumpet sounds.
Thank you for your compliance. Let's move on to spot 4. Limited time offer.
Purchase your season pass today and receive 1 complimentary beast branding, just a temporary tattoo, priority access to Rapture Drop Tower, and 10% off Eternal souvenirs. Supplies are limited, reality is temporarily, but fun is forever. Forever defined as park operating hours, of course.
Spot 5. Or thank you for your compliance. Let's move on to spot 5. Soft, creepy tag.
666 Flags. The sky darkens nightly. At 8, seals break hourly, and the memories last a lifetime. Bring the whole family before the gates close. Live performance tips. Smile while reading the darkest lines. Do not wink
No, hold on,
at any
that's-
jokes.
That's done. It's
Oh, okay.
don't let the audience know our tricks.
Okay.
okay. So now I say thank you for your compliance, and
Just one point on that. I'm a bit weirded
hold
out
on.
by the word compliance in this case.
well,
I know
get used to it. Get used to it.
Surely cooperation would have been a better word.
No, that's not what this is about, dude. That's
Roger wishes for compliance.
no. If you haven't been paying attention to the script, you'll notice something is just a bit off, dude. Okay, just a bit off, and it's gonna get a little bit more.
No,
a
it's
bit off.
perfect, man. Perfect.
So
Wonderful.
the final thing that I have to say is 666 Flags, structured collapse for the whole family. And then after that we go on. So I'm just gonna start off there, and wait, actually no, that's your part, isn't it? After the final ad, you say 666 Flags, structured collapse for the whole family, and then pause, and then you say we run to the broad. Okay, there we go. I got it.
So you start at where we return to the broadcast then?
Yeah.
Right? I don't read that. Okay. All right.
Okay,
Okay.
so I just come out and I say 666 Flags, structured collapse for the whole family, and then we go into or go back to the next one. So let me do that one. So 666 Flags, structured collapse for the whole family. All right. So now, after we finish that up, we go on to the next script. And that would be this one. This one is deodorant for the Deva or the Devas.
Oh.
Because even celestial beings descend. Now, just like before, I have to ask you, are you willing to read this 2 times? One normal, and then the second time just slightly exaggerated. Wait, actually, you're supposed to do that one again, slightly exaggerated. Do you want to
No,
do that or just move on to the next one? Mike.
What are we talking about? Oh, me? No, we'll just move on. I think it's a little too long for me. I don't have that much time before I gotta take care of the
Okay.
kid.
So let's do this deodorant for the divas, okay? Are you willing to do this one twice,
where
or do
is
you want?
this?
It's right underneath what we
I
just
see,
did.
I see it. I found it.
Now
Let me
check
read
that out,
this
and
number.
if you want to do it once, we can do it once. But if you want to do it twice, it'd be cool.
Okay.
Who's going to be who?
So
Yeah,
I
a couple
believe this
parts in
one.
here.
I believe this one has voice 1 and voice 2. So
Yeah,
And
there's
a
two speakers
A
here.
fast disclaimer voice and a
Now you-
narrator, an
you-
announcer.
now he's going to be the narrator.
Okay.
You're definitely the king of disclosure.
Or
So
fast disclaimer voice.
yeah,
You want me to do that?
do the fast disclaimer voice.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Bob does the angelic testimony, I guess, and we'll let Mark do the confident dramatic. Well, I don't know if he can be dramatic.
Yeah, kind of be
He's
even.
very dramatic.
Just spell a word wrong in a sentence. He'll get dramatic. Don't worry.
Yeah.
He comes from the land of Shakespeare. Of course, he can be dramatic.
Actually, Bob, you'd be better at being confident dramatic. To be honest, you're really good with drama. With the whole when you read it,
Bob? No, I've never seen her be dramatic ever.
she does it really great when it comes to her reading.
Yes, miss.
Would you be willing to do voice 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's going to do angelic then? Otto.
I'll be angelic since I'm.
You will.
I can't be angelic. Definitely can't be angelic.
Why don't you
You wanna
try to
be
be
angelic?
angelic, Mark? Yeah, actually,
Let him
do it.
stretch his dramatic wings.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and be angelic, Mark. Let's do this. You want to be angelic?
I think he'd make a good angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're angelic. Sound good?
You say so.
Okay, so I think you only have like one role, so if you only got like one role, so let's get it on. Let's do this. Ready?
Okay, so am I starting for deodorant or am I starting from narrator?
You are the narrator in this.
Okay, so who's reading the deodorant for divas part?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Deodorant for the Davis, because even celestial beings descend.
In the upper realms, where lotus blossoms float on golden winds, where merit ripens like fruit in external spring, where the divas dance in radiant bliss, there comes a moment, a sign, a subtle shift in the fragrance of immortality. Yes, even celestial beings must face the return. In certain ancient traditions, it is whispered that when a diva's time in heaven nears its end, a faint scent appears. Not a lotus, not of sandalwood, but something earthly, before panic spreads across the jeweled terrain, before your divine glow dims under social pressure, before the apparatus starts side-eyeing you across the cloud lounge. There's now deodorant for the divas, infused with Himalayan wild essence, distilled moonlight, caramel neutralizing botanics, and patented similar daily formula. Because why reincarnate today when you could reincarnate fresh?
I noticed the signs. I noticed the signs. The fade. No. I noticed the signs. The fading garlands. The awkward distance of celestial. The awkward distance of the awkward distance in. Try that again. I noticed the signs. The fight. I know.
It's fine. You're doing great. Just
Take it in.
Okay. I noticed the signs, the fading garlands, the awkward distance in the celestial spa. Then I tried deodorants for the divas. Now I'm radiant. Now I radiate again.
Well, I was moments away from rebirth as a tax accountant. Now I smell like enlightenment.
Don't let your destiny catch you unprepared. When the cosmic sweat of impermanence begins to glisten, when the scent of mortality drifts into your aura, reach for the only protection approved in 3 heavenly realms. Deodorant for the divas. Stay fragrant, stay luminous, and stay transcendent. Product does not actually prevent. Oh, okay, yep, go ahead.
Product does not actually prevent rebirth. Side effects may include humility, existential clarity, and unexpected compassion. Consult your karmic advisor before use.
Because even gods need a little freshness.
Yay.
Yeah.
We did it.
All right, guys, I gotta get the kid going for stuff, but I will see you at 9 for Dude, Where's My Wallet?
okay.
Excellent.
Really?
Thanks for stopping
Cool.
in, man. It was wonderful.
Cool.
All right, later, guys.
See you later.
Thanks, Roger.
Peace.
Appreciate it.
Hey man, you did great. Thank you for doing the readings and stuff. We appreciate it too. So,
No problem, man.
all right.
Peace.
Now I think on the second one is the one that we didn't do the last time. That was the second advertisement. I don't think we did that one. So you guys want to do the second advertisement?
We did this one.
Did we?
Yeah, we did the Lefty Corp.
A
I
beast.
tripped over Lefty Corp. I remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
Some Sarah Shield technology.
94% reported improved halo luminosity.
yes, you're right. I remember that one. That is true. I do remember that one. So
And then you tried to get me to sing your song. I remember resisting you and being non-compliant.
Non-compliant.
now,
Bob.
would you be willing to sing that song?
No, Roger, I opened the door for you, didn't I?
Yes.
No.
If you want to sing that song, we can get that now. It's up to you. You're
Well,
a
I
great
can't
singer.
But I'll do something with these. So what is it? Just these little things. Okay, so don't let impermanence disrupt your brand equity. Pivot your presence, monetize your merit, leverage your luminosity. Upgrade your eternity today with deodorant for the Davers.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay.
Well, what is it?
That was actually pretty.
Oh, it's the wrong one.
Hey, there ain't no such thing, man. You did great. Now, down here at the bottom, they have this one that, no, that's not it. It's just Davis, stay away. Deodorant for the Davis, loop jingle. It's a soft synth.
Stay aligned. How does it go?
It's down here, deodorant for the Davis. It says loop jingle. And then underneath that it says soft synth pad and
I found it.
stay luminous.
Stay luminous, stay aligned. Optimize your scent across space and time. No more stress when merit dips. Fresh transcendence on your lips. Roll it on, ascend with ease. Cloud-based karmic guarantees. Davis, Davis, stay divine. Fresh across the cosmic timeline. Davis, Davis, optimize. Fragrance that eternalizes. Scale your glow. Let your aura flow. Stay luminous, stay aligned, stay divine, optimize. Deodorant for the Davis!
Excellent. Excellent. That was great.
Brava, bravissima.
Indeed.
Okay, so now that we have that finished, I believe it is time for us to go into the final one, which all of you can do if you choose to. First, I'm going to let Mark Edworthy. Well, no, Otto, do you want to do this first? It's the Gators.
You haven't got the script there.
Yeah, I
No.
do. I just posted it. It's just underneath there.
Oh, okay.
Would you be willing to go first? It's a pretty short one.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
I will comply.
All right. So now we have Mark Edworthy, who is going to do the new reading that we have. It's Gators, now with important safety warnings. So, with that being said, I want to ask you, like I asked Mike, are you in a quiet place where you can record silently and without any interruptions?
As quiet as possible.
Okay, so with that being said, it's pretty short. If you have no problems with getting through this, if you can choose to do it a second time, or we can just go ahead and skip that, because
Is it short?
yeah, it's actually pretty decent. It's a lot shorter than the other ones are.
Okay. It just looks a lot longer because everything's separated. Hang on.
Berrydale
It's a lot
Daycare.
longer when you have to read it.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I'll leave the important safety information to Otto, seeing as he's more.
well, no, I mean, I want you to do it too, but I'm going to use Otto's thing in the actual edit. So you don't have to do it fast, just read it.
Okay. Okay.
Because your
Okay.
mess ups are like the coolest ones out of everybody, dude. So just understand, like, when you mess up, it's actually gold when it comes to Suno. So
Okay, so it's comedy value.
This is gold, Mark. This is gold.
yeah, I mean, dude,
You found your creative niche.
okay. So go for it. Start whenever you want to.
Okay. So tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Gaydars, the world's most advanced orientation. Okay. The world's most advanced orientation detection technology. Are you confused by mixed signals? Unsure whether someone is simply stylish or spectacular, or spectacularly unsure whether and unsure whether someone is simply stylish or spectacular or spectacularly fabulous. Then you need gaydars. Using cutting-edge rainbow frequencies sensors, gaydar scans your environment and alerts you whenever fabulousness, fabulous. Okay. Gaydars scan your environment and scans. Gaydar scans your environment and alerts you whenever fabulousness.
That's fine. Just do that and then go on. Just right there.
Gaydar. Oh, okay. From there. Gaydar scans your environment from. Gaydar scans and. Gaydar scans your environment and alerts you whenever fabulousness is detected. Just point, scan, and listen for the tones. Beep, beep, beep. Congratulations, you've detected fabulous. Gaydars include adjustive sensitivities levels, nightclub collaboration mode. Okay, you really want me to read this? Okay. I'm going to be executed by the Pride. Yeah. To see all those social justice warriors knocking my door tomorrow. And our exclusive Pride Parade proximity alarm. And our exclusive Pride Parade proximity alarm. But remember, gaydars may not be for everyone. Important safety information. Side effects of gaydars may include dizziness, sudden confusion about fashion choices, involuntary finger snapping, spontaneous disco dancing. Do you have to be gay? You mean everybody in the 70s were gay? Okay. The Bee Gees, you can't. Okay. In rare cases, users may experience extreme glitter exposure, dramatic personality shifts, and unexplained musical numbers. More serious side effects have been reported include temporary reality distortion, spontaneous parades, spontaneous
Existential.
Can't speak. Spontaneous pride parades, I'm having an existential moment at the moment.
There you go.
Existential questioning of your wardrobe. And in extreme rare situations, severe headaches, spontaneous nosebleeds, catastrophic brain. I didn't even
Aneurysms.
Pass. And what medical professionals describe as fabulous overload syndrome. If you experience ringing disco music, sudden rainbow hallucinations, or uncontrollable jazz hands lasting more than 4 hours, please discontinue use of gaydars immediate and consult a licensed professional or moderately responsible wizard. Who said this was short?
But we don't do any more, do we? We stop now.
Now
Fairy
the
tale
short
daycare commercial.
the short commercial fairy tale daycare.
Just the last thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Tonight's broadcast is tonight's broadcast. Okay, broadcast singular. Tonight's broadcast is also sponsored by Fairy Tale Daycare, the premier childcare solution for legendary characters. Are you a witch with a busy potion schedule? Are you a witch with a busy potion schedule? A dragon working overtime guarding treasure? A giant who simply needs a few hours of peace and quiet? Then bring your younglings to Fairy Tale Daycare. Our staff includes retired heroes, certified spell breakers, and a wolf who promises he's working on himself. That's a badly formed sentence. Fairy Tale Daycare, where every child's story begins safely.
I had to do that for you. You didn't do it that time, so I had to do it. Okay, so after hearing that, are you two willing to do it?
Yes, I'm willing to do it.
Okay, so do you want to go first?
Okay, it looks like Otto might be having difficulty with his batteries.
Yeah. So
All right.
I am here. I'm getting the script up.
Okay. So before you do the script, Otto, we're going to have Bob Dub do it. Now, like before, I'm going to ask. Oh wait, I can do it in editing. I was going to say thank you for your compliance. Now, moving on, Bob Dub, are you willing to read this advertisement?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so with that being said, like before, if you want to read it twice, you can. You don't have to, but if you want to, we'd appreciate it more. That way, we can have it for better editing later on. So,
Right. Oh, twice then, no problem.
Okay. So with that being said, I will be quiet and I'll let you start the advertisement.
Gaydars, now with important safety warnings. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Gaydars, the world's most advanced orientation detection technology. Are you confused by mixed signals, unsure whether someone is simply stylish or spectacularly fabulous? Then you need Gaydars. Using cutting-edge rainbow frequency sensors, Gaydars scans your environment and alerts you whenever fabulousness is detected. Just point, scan, and listen for the tone. Beep, beep, beep. Congratulations, you've detected fabulous. Gaydars includes adjustable sensitivity levels, nightclub calibration mode, and our exclusive Pride Parade proximity alarm. But remember, Gaydars may not be for everyone. Important safety information. Side effects of Gaydars may include dizziness, sudden confusion about fashion choices, involuntary finger snapping, spontaneous disco dancing. In rare cases, users may experience extreme glitter exposure, dramatic personality shifts, unexplained musical numbers. More serious side effects have been reported, including temporary reality distortion, spontaneous pride parades, existential questioning of your wardrobe, and extremely rare situations, severe headaches, spontaneous nosebleeds, catastrophic brain aneurysms, and what medical professionals describe as fabulous overload syndrome. If you experience ringing disco music, sudden rainbow hallucinations, or uncontrollable jazz hands lasting more than 4 hours, please discontinue the use of gaydars immediately and consult a licensed professional or a moderately responsible wizard. Fairy Tale Daycare. Tonight's broadcast is also sponsored by Fairy Tale Daycare, premier childcare solution for legendary characters. Are you a witch with a busy potion schedule? A dragon working on overtime guarding treasure? A giant who simply needs a few hours of peace and quiet? Bring your younglings to Fairy Tale Daycare. Our staff includes retired heroes, certified spell breakers, and a wolf who promises he's working on himself. Fairy Tale Daycare, where every child's story begins safely. Okay?
Thank you for your compliance. Next, we have Otto. Otto, are you in an area that is somewhat isolated for clean recording?
Relatively so. Well enough.
Okay.
So it'd be sufficient unto our purposes for the day.
Now, actually, Bob Dub was supposed to do it twice, but
Did you decide no to twice?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I do you want to do it twice?
If you would like me to for editing, otherwise we can do it another time. Whatever you would like.
Okay. Well, are you wanting to do it exaggerated? Because that's kind of okay. So that's kind of what I keep forgetting too, is like to do it exaggerated as well as regular, like you did there. So go ahead and do the exaggerated one. That'd be great.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Gaydars, now with important safety warnings. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Gaydars, the world's most advanced orientation detection technology. Are you confused by mixed signals? Unsure whether someone is simply stylish or spectacularly fabulous? Then you need Gaydars. Using cutting-edge rainbow frequency sensors, Gaydars scans your environment and alerts you whenever fabulousness is detected. Just point, scan, and listen for the tone. Beep, beep, beep. Congratulations, you've detected fabulous. Gaydars includes adjustable sensitivity levels, nightclub calibration mode, and our exclusive Pride Parade proximity alarm. But remember, Gaydars may not be forever. Side effects of Gaydars may include dizziness, sudden confusion about fashion choices, involuntary finger tapping, spontaneous disco dancing. In rare cases, users may experience extreme glitter exposure, dramatic personality shifts, unexplained musical numbers. More serious side effects have been reported, including temporary reality distortion, spontaneous pride parades, existential questioning of your wardrobe, and in extremely rare situations, severe headaches, spontaneous nosebleeds, catastrophic brain aneurysms, and what medical professionals describe as fabulous overload syndrome. If you experience ringing disco music, sudden rainbow hallucinations, or uncontrollable jazz hands lasting more than 4 hours, please discontinue use of Gaydars immediately and consult a licensed professional or a moderately responsible wizard. Fairy Tale Daycare. Tonight's broadcast is also sponsored by Fairy Tale Daycare, the premier childcare solution for legendary characters. Are you a witch with a busy potion schedule? A dragon working overtime guarding treasure? A giant who simply needs a few hours of peace and quiet. Bring your younglings to Fairy Tale Daycare. Our staff includes retired heroes, certified spellbreakers, and a wolf who promises he's working on himself. Fairy Tale Daycare, where every child's story begins safely.
Thank you for your compliance. Now that we have the second one, we move on to Otto. Otto, again, are you in an area which is isolated for you so that you can be able to record cleanly?
Yes, I believe this should be sufficiently isolated for our purposes.
Okay, and are you willing to read this twice, once normal and then the second time exaggerated?
I'm not sure how normal this can actually be read, but we'll go through it once, and if you want me to do it again, I would be willing to read it again.
Thank you. You can begin whenever you wish.
Okay. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Gaydars, the world's most advanced orientation detection technology. Are you confused by mixed signals? Unsure whether someone is simply stylish or spectacularly fabulous? Then you need Gaydars. Using cutting-edge rainbow frequency sensors, Gaydars scans your environment and alerts you whenever fabulousness is detected. Just point, scan, and listen for the tone. Beep, beep, beep. Congratulations, you've detected fabulous. Gaydars include adjustable sensitivity levels, nightclub calibration mode, and our exclusive Pride Parade proximity alarm. But remember, Gaydars may not be for everyone. Side effects of Gaydars may include dizziness, sudden confusion about fashion choices, involuntary finger snapping, spontaneous disco dancing, and in rare cases, users may experience extreme glitter exposure, dramatic personality shifts, and unexplained and spontaneous musical theater. More serious side effects have been reported, including temporary reality distortion, spontaneous pride parades, and existential questioning of your wardrobe. And in extremely rare cases, severe headaches, spontaneous nosebleeds, catastrophic brain aneurysms, and what medical professionals describe as fabulous, fabulous overload syndrome. If you experience ringing disco music, sudden rainbow hallucinations, or uncontrollable jazz hands lasting more than 4 little hours, please discontinue the use of Gaydars immediately and consult a licensed professional or at least a moderately responsible wizard. Fairy Tale Daycare. Tonight's broadcast is also sponsored by Fairy Tale Daycare, the premier childcare solution for legendary characters. Are you a witch with a busy potion schedule? A dragon working overtime guarding treasure? A giant who simply needs a few hours of peace and quiet? Bring your younglings to Fairy Tale Daycare. Our staff includes retired heroes, certified spellbreakers, and a wolf who promises he's working on himself. Fairy Tale Daycare, where every child's story begins safely. How it ends, that's another matter.
Now, the big question is now, thank you for your compliance. The big question is now, are you able to exaggerate that even further?
Ooh. I can try. I don't know how exaggerated I can make this.
I was going to kind of like be smart at first and say, now do it exaggerated. But, yeah. But then I thought about that. I was like, yeah. So do you think you can exaggerate that more?
I can do it in a different style, certainly.
Because you are definitely the king at this stuff, man. I'm gonna say that. I usually try to stay on script, but I have to say that. So go for it if you want to.
All right. Well, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Gaydars, the world's most advanced orientation detection technology. Are you confused by mixed signals? Unsure whether someone is simply stylish or spectacularly fabulous, then you need gaydars. Using cutting-edge rainbow frequency sensors, gaydars scans your environment and alerts you whenever fabulousness is detected. Just point, scan, and listen for the tone. Beep, beep, beep. Congratulations, you've detected fabulous. Gaydars include adjustable sensitivity levels, nightclub calibration mode, very useful sometimes, and of course our exclusive Pride Parade proximity alarm. You don't want to miss out on that. But remember, gaydars may not be for everyone. Side effect of gaydars may include dizziness, sudden confusion about fashion choices, involuntary finger snapping, spontaneous disco dancing. In rare cases, users may experience extreme glitter exposure, dramatic personality shifts, and spontaneous and unexplained musical theater outbreaks. More serious side effects have been reported, including temporary reality distortion, spontaneous pride parades, and existential questioning of your wardrobe. And of course, in extremely rare situations, you may experience severe headaches, spontaneous nosebleeds, catastrophic brain aneurysms, and what medical professionals describe as fabulous overload syndrome. If you experience ringing disco music, sudden rainbow hallucination, or uncontrollable jazz hands lasting more than 4 hours, please, please, please discontinue use of gaydars immediately and consult a licensed professional or at the least a moderately responsible wizard. Tonight's broadcast is also sponsored by Fairy Tale Daycare, the premier child care solution for legendary characters. Are you a witch with a busy potion schedule? A dragon working overtime guarding treasure? A giant who simply needs a few hours of peace and quiet? Bring your younglings to Fairy Tale Daycare. Our staff includes retired heroes, certified spell breakers, and a wolf who promises he's working on himself. Fairy Tale Daycare, where every child's story begins safely. I don't know how different all that was necessarily, but
Thank you for your compliance.
I
Now,
think that version was sorry. I think that version was much more straighter than the previous version.
it
Well,
probably was a little bit. I didn't really. I just kind of try to make it a little smarmier. You know,
it was
all I could think of. I mean, I could have
I,
camped it up a little more, but I can only do that to a certain extent.
I don't think you could have really topped your first one. That first one was really, you
Yeah,
hit
I
it
did a
right
little
on the
camping.
nose. So, what's your
Oh,
thoughts, Bob Dove? You think he did it perfect the first time?
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Thank you.
Okay,
I
so
think both times pretty good. Just, yeah.
now we move on to stir the fallout. The coolest part of all of it. This is the ritualized conversation for the interviews, which is which will be taking place right now. So this is where I do guest interviews, and instead of asking any kind of regular questions, we will be discussing straight mythic questions that our guests will be having a discussion on. The signal conversation will be the first one that is taking place, I believe. Wait, hold up. Now, tonight's question that starts out with the first topic is concerning destiny volatility and how destiny volatility is rising. So tonight's question across the signal band is simple yet dangerous. Destiny volatility is rising. The old patterns are flickering. The prophecies are buffering. To discuss this developing metaphoric instability, we welcome our three experts: the Oracle of Static, Professor Kronos Vale, and Captain Wildcard. So with that, let's start. You guys do remember your roles, right?
I be whatever captain there be. I'm usually the captain, I say.
Yeah.
Shiver me timbers by the black spot. Where's me cabin boy?
So Oracle of Static, that was Bob Dub. Professor Kronos Vale was Mark Edworthy.
Yeah.
So with that, let's get on to question 1. When the fates begin to weave in jagged threads instead of silk, is it the loom that trembles or the hands that dare to touch it?
The loom is ancient and patient. It does not tremble. But mortals tug at threads they cannot see. Jagged patterns appear when destiny is pulled before it is ready.
Historically speaking, Historically speaking, destiny systems destabilize whenever too many actors attempt to optimize outcomes. In simple terms, people keep trying to cheat fate. Eventually, the algorithm breaks.
Or maybe the fates just got bored. You run the same timeline long enough, and someone's going to flip the table.
We are witnessing chaos are we witnessing chaos as rebellion, or destiny correcting a story that was written too neatly?
A story too perfect is a prison. Chaos is the editor.
My research indicates mythic cycles require periodic disruption. My research indicates my research indicates mythic cycles require periodic. My research indicates mythic cycles require periodic You're putting me through torture, you know this.
Disruption. Just say disruption.
Disruptions.
Okay, there you go. Now move on to hero or heroes.
Heroes cannot emerge from a flawless script.
Translation. The universe hates tidy endings.
If prophecy becomes unstable, who bears responsibility? The oracle who spoke it, or the mortals who tried to game it?
Well, prophecy is a mirror. It reveals possibility, not permission.
Every prophecy contains observer interference. The moment you hear it, you begin changing it.
Exactly. Never tell humans the future, or they immediately try to speedrun it.
Is rising volatility a curse from the heavens, or the necessary storm before the hero emerges?
Storms cleanse the sky. Heroes are merely the lightning rods.
Volatility historically precedes narrative phase transitions.
Or to put it another way, it just means that things are about to get interesting.
When timelines fracture like cracked mirrors, do we choose a shard or risk becoming the fracture itself.
Those who choose a shard become legends. Those who become the fracture become myths.
Technically speaking, both outcomes are narratively starting to get a headache here. Technically speaking, both outcomes are narratively productive.
Or I see. Grab the sharpest shard. See what breaks.
Have the gods grown restless, or have we mistaken routine for permanence?
The gods do not sleep. Humans simply forget that they are watching.
Stability breeds complacency. Stability breeds complacency.
Aye. Nothing scares people like realizing that the normal timeline was temporary.
If destiny is no longer fixed, does that free us or terrify us into clinging to false certainty?
You know, freedom and terror share the same doorway.
Most civilizations prefer predictability. Most civilizations prefer predictable myths to uncertain freedoms.
Well, people say they want freedom, but what they really want is a map.
When patterns collapse, what new myth is trying to be born from the rubble?
A louder one.
A myth that accommodates instability.
Or maybe the myth is only this, that there never was a plan.
You heard it here first on Stir the Fallout. Destiny volatility is rising. The threads are tangling. And somewhere out there, a new myth is trying to boot up. Stay tuned. Now we come to the next topic, which is, should destiny require approval? Should destiny require approval? We start out with guest one, which would be the analyst, and I believe that is Mark.
Give me a few seconds to see.
And
He's pretty analytical.
we had
Gesundheit.
we had Bob to be the instigator because she's really good at being an instigator, and Otto was the mystic.
Yes, man, I'm the mystic.
So
Very mystical today. Put on my Taoist hat for this.
or you can do that if you like. That'd actually be kind of cool.
Just go with the flow, man.
That's right. So, move on to the second topic. Should destiny require approval? That I will ask you, guess one. What are your thoughts on that?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Okay. Approval ensures alignment. Alignment prevents chaos. Chaos reduces productivity.
Destiny? Asking permission? That's not destiny. That's paperwork.
Destiny is water Forms change, the current remains.
Reminder: unauthorized currents will be redirected.
You can't keep pacing myths forever.
We are not pacing, we are optimizing.
Optimization is just fear with better lighting, man.
Containment song protocol. We are here to collapse. We are here. We are not here to collapse. We are here to observe. Are we pacing destiny correctly?
No. And yes, destiny isn't a straight line, it's a pressure. If you move too fast, it fractures. If you contain it too tightly, it detonates. What are we doing now? Think about it. We're stretching it, buying time. But you can't pace a revolution forever. At some point, the chapter turns itself.
So what happens when it turns?
You either write the next line or it writes you.
We now enter the chaos panel with another question. This one is concerning destiny, volatility, and volatility in its rising. So, with that being said, let's go forward with it. Now, for thousands of years, prophecies moved slowly. Empires rose, heroes journeyed. Comets appeared exactly when the scrolls said they would. But lately, destiny seems rushed. Timelines are colliding, prophecies are being rescheduled, and several apocryphes appear to be running behind schedule. Apocalypses and several apocalypses are appearing to be running behind schedule. So, let me ask the panel, are we pacing destiny correctly, or are we forcing the universe to speedrun its own mythology? I'll open it up to the panel and you can answer that as you feel.
Well, I would say that God doesn't need any help. God's decided what the outcome is going to be, and God does what God wants. So it's pretty much we get on with our own thing and let destiny unfold around us.
Anybody else?
Well, I think it's important to remember that as limited creatures, it is impossible for us to talk meaningfully about our Creator, theoretical or otherwise. There is a Creator, obviously, it's going to be completely beyond any of our ability to understand. And this means our understanding leads us to some misapprehensions. They say that God knows everything that's going to happen, and so everything that's going to happen is the result of God, that God is somehow responsible for this. God stands outside of time and space and can see our choices and can see their end, but he doesn't make those choices. So it's no good for us to blame God for our own karma. That's something that only we own. Nothing anyone else says or does to you can send you to hell. Only you can do that. And you can do it right here in this life on this earth if you're not careful.
What about you?
I was just going to reply on a similar sort of stance. is destiny made for us, or do we create our own destiny?
That is a good question.
That reminds me of something. There's a Norse saying, and the Norse pagans were predestinarians. They believed very much that destiny was made for you, and that you didn't make your destiny. But they had a saying that I don't remember the exact words. I need to look it up. But they said, "My fate was decided long before I was born. There are better ways than facing it than being a coward." Basically, no matter what your destiny was, you faced it and you did the best you could. They still could not get away from that feeling of free will that we all have. I really think that predestination is something that we learn because we intrinsically feel like we have agency. Otherwise, why would we try to do anything? I mean, the ultimate end of that sort of, Calvinism is famous for that. You're either saved or you're not. Doesn't matter what you do. And that's obviously an argument for antinomianism and for just moral relativism, and it doesn't matter what I do. Of course, they also taught, well, you had to act as if you were saved and act in a sinless way. But the logical extension of this argument is pretty obvious. This is something in Buddhism is called annihilationism. Basically, that it annihilates not only any existence you have, but any kind of agency you have. So I'd say whether we quote unquote have free will or not, we're always going to act as if we do, except in extreme psychotic cases.
I don't think that there's really a question of God being responsible for destiny. I mean, all that's made up by human beings. Nobody knows what God is, and nobody knows whether God created anything or not. People just say God did, and therefore they think that they're right when they say it. The thing is that God can do the math. That's the thing about God, is that God can do the math. God can see what's coming next. God can tell who's going to make what decision and how things are going to turn out. God doesn't need to intervene. Maybe God can't intervene. Maybe God is part of the system and cannot change the system. The thing is that whatever it is that's out there that's causing things to unfold in the way they do, and that is prompting human beings to live in love and to use love as the highest measurement of good, whatever that is, that knows what's coming next. And so to let go and let God allows you to focus on your own personal responsibility within the system, who you can be and what you can do and how you can contribute to the greater good for the greater number of people. And so nobody knows what destiny is or where it's coming from or why or how, but you have control over your destiny and your mind and your decisions. And hopefully in time, I'll even manage to get control over my emotions, because that would be a boss fight worth winning, in my opinion.
Those are great responses. Now, with a couple or three follow-ups, I'd like to also ask, if prophecy is adjustable, who controls the calendar? Are humans improvising destiny, or are we merely discovering it was always unstable? And thirdly, has prophecy become software that now requires updates?
Well, as far as the first question's concerned, we've just answered it anyway, I think.
Well, as far as destiny, as far as prophecy being adjustable, I mean, prophecy is kind of problematic. And we don't really have a tradition of prophecy in our culture anymore. I mean, when we read about the ancients, we read about people whose specific task was being a prophet. That was vates, I think, in Latin. And obviously you had the prophets in the Levant and in the Eastern Mediterranean basin. This was a very widespread role. Their idea of prophecy often had to do with reading the internal organs of animals or looking. Actually, the Romans felt that birds, observing the behavior of birds, was one of their, if not their, most important prophetic avenues. And of course, there was the Oracle at Delphi and all these other things. But the thing about prophecy, we usually think of it in terms of the prophetic books of the Bible, which are usually written in extremely dense metaphorical language. And unfortunately, the prophecies of which only seem to be accurate up to about the time the book was written, which you can take from that whatever you like. After that, the prophecies tend to get a little less on spot. But I know one thing I've kind of noticed over the years, and in my own experience, I used to consult oracles, and I stopped doing it after a while because I figured out people don't really want an oracle. I don't really want to know what's going to happen. All I want to know is that tomorrow is going to be much like today, except I'll have a little more money. Maybe a lottery number, something like that. That's really what I want to know. I don't want to know about injuries, heartbreaks, deaths of my friends or myself.
Okay.
So, and prophecies have been. I remember the famous prophecy when I think it was Croesus who was going to invade the Parthian. He was the king of Lydia who was going to invade the Parthian Empire, and he sent to the oracle and said, what happens if I invade? He goes, well, if you invade their empire with your empire, you will destroy a great empire. He didn't bother to ask which one. By the end of it, he was on a cage on top of a bonfire, which is what that was the king retirement plan back then.
Okay, so with that being said, we are going to move on to the parody, which is going in now, and we will be back.
Much more of this I forgot.
Well, I saw the whole business, I did.
I wanted to get that out of the way because we're coming up to like 7 o'clock, so that's taken care of. I just have to end it now. I'm just doing the parody sketch that we've got, and
In she goes. Splendid form, really. Confident. Very hydrological. Now I'm seated upon the dock with a modest sandwich. Cucumber, if that matters. When, boop, up pops this octopus. Not aggressive, mind. Curious. Looked at the garments, considered them, and with a sort of quiet determination, boop, off he toddled with a lot. Efficient little blighter. The young lady turns round and realizes the administrative shift in circumstances. And just as I'm thinking, well, this shall require negotiation, whoop, shock. Decisive. No committee meeting, straight through the octopus. Nature does dislike paperwork, you know what I mean? Say no more, nudge, nudge. And there we are, Bob's your uncle. Clothes gone, octopus gone, shark looking rather pleased with itself. And that poor gal, standing waist deep in reflection, saying, oh no, whatever shall I do now? What do I do now? Which, if you ask me, is the most honest question uttered all afternoon. I offered her me waistcoat, of course, but one must consider proportional coverage, eh? Know what I mean? So in the end, she stayed in the water until the coast was diplomatically clear. That is to say, I cleared out. But I can't fault her composure, really. Most people panic when the food chain reorganizes around them, as they say. She merely sighed. Very British of her, actually.
eyewitness testimony.
I saw the whole business, I did. Warm day it were. Proper warm. The sort that makes you question waistcoats. Young lady goes down to the war, happy as you like. Sun on her shoulders, sea calm as a teacup. Not that I've ever seen a calm teacup, but I guess they're all calm. In she goes. Splendid form, really. Confident. Very hydrological. Now, I'm seated upon the dock with a modest sandwich, cucumber if it matters, when up pops this octopus. Not aggressive, mind. Curious. Looked at the garments, considered them, and with a sort of quiet determination. Off he toddled with a lot. Efficient little blighter. The young lady turns round and realizes the administrative shift in circumstances. And just as I'm thinking, well, this shall require negotiation. Whoomp. Shock. Decisive. No committee meeting. Straight through the octopus. Nature does dislike paperwork. And there we are. Clothes gone, octopus gone. Shark looking rather pleased with itself, and the poor gal standing waist deep in reflection, saying, "Oh no, what do I do now?" Which, if you ask me, is the most honest question uttered all afternoon. I offered her my waistcoat, of course, but one must consider proportional coverage. In the end, she stayed in the water until the coast was diplomatically clear. Can't fault her composure, really. Most people panic when the food chain reorganizes around them. She merely saw, rather British of her, actually.
We appreciate your ongoing maritime clarity. Thank you for your complaint.
I, Mr. Jonathan Shark, resident of the immediate coastal waters, an occasional participant in the food chain, do hereby issue the following clarification regarding the recent octopus incident. When I observed the octopus, it appeared to be engaging in what marine professionals call erratic failing. As a shark of standard reputation, I interpreted the behavior as either A, a competitive display, B, a culinary opportunity, yummy, C, Tuesday. At no point was I informed, verbally, telepathically, or through legally binding shell-based documentation, that the octopus had unlawfully appropriated clothing from a young woman enjoying an otherwise pleasant aquatic experience. Let the record reflect. I consume seafood. I do not conduct property searches, and I do not inventory cephalopods. If garments were present inside the octopus at the time of digestion, they were not declared, itemized, or disclosed in advance. I reject all allegations that I knowingly interfered with textile redistribution. Furthermore, I wish to express sympathy for the young woman's predicament. Being unexpectedly garmentless due to interspecies theft, followed by predator intervention, is, I acknowledge, an unfortunate sequence of events. However, I maintain that I acted within the long-standing and universally recognized jurisdiction of shark being shark. In conclusion, I did not steal the clothes. I did not know about the clothes. I do not offer refunds. Thank you for your attention. My legal team will now accept questions exclusively in the form of baited hooks, which I will politely ignore. Signed, Bartholomew J. Shark, Predator, not a pickpocket.
Thank you for your compliance.
It was the middle of summer. I took my clothes off to swim, and then an octopus grabbed them, and he took them with him.
Then a shark came along and ate the octopus. I said, oh do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now? Oh no, what do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now? Oh no, what do I do now? 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 What do I do summer. I took my clothes off to swim. We emerged from the isotopic debris, products of a systematic industrial failure. Heavy and anatomy reconstructed by negligence. Feathered mutants claiming the suburban wasteland. We are the byproduct of your appetite, a frenzied flock of radioactive resentment. The water is filling the amplifier cabinet. We study the footage of a dead man. I watch you mimic a smile. The water is cold, the water is gray. Then an octopus grabbed them and he took them with him. Then a shark came along and ate the octopus. I said, the water is rising. The water is rising. Oh no, what do I do now? The radioactive chicken head. Broadcasting from the crater of the demented. A novelty apocalypse in double time. Our frequency radiates through the fallout. Oh no, what do I do now? Bubbling, bubbling, bubbling makes a sound big. Oh no, I do now. The output Turns the plumage as it starts to pulsate. Radiant quills visible for 40 miles. Incandescent skin beneath the jagged feathers. Look at them radiate. We are the beacons of biological instability, illuminating the ruins of your progress. They're covering a feeling they never had. What do I do now? Water is cold, underwater is blue. Oh no! What do I do now? Oh no! What do I do now? What do I do now? The radioactive chicken. Broadcasting from the crater of the dimension. Bubbling, 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 makes it sound big. The output is perfect. Source is anonymous. The water is rising. Oh no, what do I do now? Frequency radiates through the fallout. Poke, poke.
We emerge from the isotopic debris, products of a systematic industrial failure. Avian anatomy reconstructed by negligence, feathered mutants claiming the suburban wasteland. No longer confined to the poultry plant, a manifestation of ecological transgression. We are the byproduct of your appetite, a frenzied flock of radioactive resentment. The radioactive chicken hell, broadcasting from the crater of the dimension. A novelty apocalypse in double time. A frequency radiates through the fallout. Escape from the tubes and the chemical bath. Synthetic evolution in a basement of horrors. Undemented airwaves carry a transmission. A novelty sinclaring for the articulate outcast. We jack the comfort of the standard coupe. A cacophony of dissonant in a mask of mass. Walks are a sermon of suburban decay. Join the panic of the feather resistance. While I'm letting you, I can sink in hell. Walk curtsy from the slither and thought to another kid apocalypse in double time. A frequency radiates through the fallout. Observe the plumage as it starts to pulsate. Radiant quills visible for 40 miles. Incandescent skin beneath the jagged feathers. Look at them radiate. We are the beacons of biological instability, illuminating the ruins of your progress.
Actually, I have to do that again.
Okay.
I actually had my mic muted for that one thing, so let me do it again. So
Okay.
archival purposes, we are recording a clean transmission. We stirred the fallout. We aligned the static. We did not collapse. We broadcast. Until next transmission.